Hello, 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 everybody. Appreciate y'all coming in when here tonight with us on this Wednesday night. I say, God bless you. God bless you and your families. God bless America. And we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. There's Mr. Avid, JP3, Fishing with the Crow, the Chad. There's Mark in here with Catfishing, Crappie, Squirrel. Appreciate everybody joining me tonight. Trophy Seekers Outdoors. They'll come dragging in here. We're not going to make a long show tonight. I didn't have a guest lined up for tonight. Just wanted to come in and touch base with y'all kind of on a personal level tonight. There's Mr. Maurice Cason. And discuss a few things. A lot of you is new on YouTube. A lot of you is new to around. A lot of you is new to my channel. And I do appreciate you coming in. There's James Kirkpatrick and supporting the channel, supporting the show. The J.R. Warsky, better be getting your rest, boy. You got a big tournament coming up this weekend. There's Mr. Lyle. But a lot of you have just getting into YouTube or just getting into catfishing or just finding me over here, then a lot of you haven't seen me out catching fish. Did for a while. Reason being, and some of you know, some of you don't, I'm having some health issues, but it'll be all right. David Martin's in the house with us. So that has prevented a lot from going fishing as much as I used to. Cooler weather's coming on. We still got a lot to get done around here, but I plan on getting back on the water. There's Joe Buck 66 in the house. Getting back on the water, y'all might even get to see me do a little gold dredging. That gold fever's been biting on my heels again, so might not be long. Y'all gonna see me back in the creek doing some sampling and checking and stuff. I'll take you along on that episodes. But we're gonna do some more bank fishing this year. When the cool weather comes, I got some spots that'll do real well from the bank. Still got the old pontoon boat, so we'll definitely be taking it out. It just I haven't felt like getting out and going, guys and gals. And I do apologize. And I figured that might be why some of my numbers are down, is because a lot of you haven't seen me actually catching fish. What's up, Team Camo? Brian? Real Gals Fishing, Ms. Pontoon Jody's in the house. And I feel, how can I have a talk show about catfish and not be catching catfish? There's my buddy Wampus Cat. There's Miss D, and there's Freddie's Outdoors. Freddie, I talked to a mutual friend of ours yesterday. He's asking about you, Joe. Goldbug's about to bite me again, Mr. Freddie. What's up, Terry? But I felt I needed to give some of y'all an explanation as to why I haven't been out catching fish. I ain't forgot how to do it. And a lot of stuff that I bring to y'all guys and gals is stuff that I've actually learned from other people. And it's a tried and true technique that I tried to share with y'all. What's up, Josh? I missed somebody else a minute ago. Sorry about that if I missed you. Maybe I didn't. But so sharing with each other and these new people that's coming in to the industry, to the sport of catfishing, or any kind of fishing, or anything else in life, don't lead people wrong. Make sure that what information that you give them is something that'll work, not something that'll discourage them. There's K&B anglers in the house with us. So that's what I'm trying to encourage, is everybody to show you fellowship to each other. I know there's some drama going on. There's some tournament drama going on. There's all kind of drama. Always in life there's drama. But this is a common love of all of us, is chasing the catfish. So if we can love a catfish, we can love each other. So share it out. Thank you, Freddie. Yeah, I got to get back in that creek, though, boy. It's calling my name bad. In fact, I rode down by it today. There ain't hardly no water moving at all. Creek done got smelly. But so that's what I want to let y'all know and talk to you, because a lot of you's been with me for a long time. Some of you's new to the channel. K&B's one and Wampus Cat are some of the first ones on the channel, and Lyle. And I appreciate y'all coming in and sticking with me all these years. Going on a little over 3 years now that we've had this show. But we've had fun. We've had a lot of guests on here. We've had some big names, had some small names, and had anybody and everybody that I could get on here. And we'll continue bringing people on because it's fun. It's sharing different information, different techniques, and different ways of looking at things. Oh, I hear you, Freddie. But get out and share with us some of y'all's outdoor sports and stuff that you do besides fishing. But yeah, JP3, you've been around for a while too. Yes, sir, K&B. Yeah, Kevin, you're right. Y'all been around a while, and we all got started together watching Catfish Weekly, and there's Mr. Ernie Brown's in the house. And sometimes we have to take a little break away from something, like YouTubing. And maybe not all the way away from it. Give yourself a break. When you feel that you're getting burnt out or you just don't feel that you're producing like you think you should, sometimes it pays to take a little break, walk away, and come back and do it again with a little more enthusiasm, because you don't want to get caught up. Yeah, Junior, you be safe going down there this weekend. Going to be a lot of boats in that tournament. Big money tournament. Yeah, they having a big money tournament down on Watery. Junior, ain't that Jamie K and Caleb from Big Cat Fevers putting that tournament on this weekend on Watery? I think they're paying out 20, 25 spots. I'm not sure, but there's going to be a load of boats. Yes, sir, 100+ boats. Woo, that's going to be a busy lake. A busy lake. What's up, Dale? We're going to go talk about a little bit of fishing. And bait. This time of year is transitional. I've talked to quite a few guys that's going to be fishing different tournaments right now. Dang, Kevin. I hope Bob gets doing better. Over 100 boats, over $10,000 or $10,000 first place. Dadgum right. What's up, S&K? But bait fish, Lyle and them. Yeah, I hope you do too, Justin. But Lyle's got that show, Panfish Weekly. And there's a lot of other shows out here. Oh, excuse me. Oh, 3:30 this morning's early. But panfish. There's all kind of shows on crappie. There's all kind of shows on bluegill. Not a lot on catching shad, throwing cast nets and stuff like that. I'd love to see more stuff out there like that. But more informational videos on how to catch certain panfish and bait fish to help each other out. I know certain states you cannot use any game fish as a bait except bluegill or brim. or well, some people call them panfish, but I'm going to say sunfish. They're in the sunfish family. But you can use, a lot of them, you can still use bluegill, but you have to catch them with a hook and line. Sunfish is my favorite bait. But I think that there are times of the season where certain baits actually do better than others. And I think there's times of the year where it don't matter what you got on that hook, they're going to eat it. I really do. I've seen times that I believe you could have stuck a dirty sock on there and caught fish. And then I've seen days where you could stuck a daggone filet mignon on there and they wouldn't touch it. So go figure. But I do think that there's times, because I hear a lot of guys talking about cold water, they switch over to shad. I hear Lyle saying that a good bit. Certain times, certain water temperatures, people switch over to shad. Certain times, some people will stick with skipjack all year long. Just like there's certain people will stick with white perch all year long on our local lakes. But they catch fish on them. I'm not saying that you can't catch fish on them. Dang, I am so sorry. And I got a cup of coffee, guys. I think that there are times when certain baits will draw fish at a further distance. Let's say it that way. If you're dragging baits down through there and that fish gets a slight hint of something he really don't want to eat, but he eats every day, but yet here comes another bait that is getting to be that season where that bait is starting to pile up, congregate, where they can actually feed on larger schools of them, then to me, that would be the bait that they will be changing over to, that they'd be more likely to chase down than to not. And if I'm wrong, guys, about anything I say, please correct me. I'm trying S&K. I've been up since 3:30 this morning, and my tail's ready to hit the sack. Trying to see if any questions about that. So that's just like a bass fisherman. Bass fisherman, he learns different techniques with different kind of baits, whether it's a worm, a lizard, a crawdad, a jig, a crankbait, a swim bait, a topwater bait, a paddle bait. There's so many different baits that a bass fisherman learns to use to keep in his arsenal. So I think as a catfisherman, no, I have not, Squirrel, I have not had a chance to do anything on that pontoon. Maybe get a few more parts, and I won't start on it till I get just about every part I want right here, and then I will commence to finish tearing down and putting back together. Sunfish Assassin, moonlight fishing. Pretty good moonlight out there tonight. Trying to see if there's any more questions in here. Nope, don't see none. See, Freddie got his first bucket of season today. Congratulations. But what is some of y'all's favorite baits for wintertime fishing? I don't know if I've asked y'all that this year yet or not. But we got some new faces in here, so why not? Gizzard shad, bluegill. What little bells? Yeah, gizzard shad to me is some of the most favorite baits during wintertime across the country. as kind of a general good wintertime bait. And I've heard that from quite a few people, but I like to ask y'all too, just to try to get a consensus of all of it. And KB says, white perch. What's up, Robbie? And white perch is a killer bait. Wait for it. Oh, I hear you, Mark. Setting that on the ice. I'm glad that we don't have that problem with it freezing up too much around here. Once a blue moon, we might get a thin layer of ice on a bigger lake, but not much. So, but anyway, back to bait. He's talking about waxworms, dead minnows, in the wintertime catching crappie under the ice. Getting to know your bait is probably just as important as knowing your tackle or knowing the fish that you are chasing. Because different baits act different. I hook certain baits different. A sunfish, I'll make him swim up. I'll hook him in the lower back of the tail to make him swim up from the bottom, simply because he'll try to hide if you don't. North Carolina, we can use game fish. So if I'm using a game fish in North Carolina, like a crappie or something, I might hook him right in the middle of the back and let him swim under a float, or swim up. I'll hook him at the tail also. But a white perch, you can hook him about anywhere. He's a more livelier bait than a bluegill and than a shad. So you got to learn different techniques in different ways. Some of them, I hook them straight through the lips and straight out the nose and let them swim nose down with the weight of the hook. They're always trying to pull up on that hook, that weight of their nose. They don't want to be down nose first, so they'll fight it. They'll keep fighting it. As long as you ain't got them next to the bottom where they can bury up and hide, then you'll be good. Creek chubs. So I've never really tried creek chubs around here. Our creeks are not loaded. I've noticed a lot of places they have a lot more of the chubs and the suckers than what we have around here. We do have some of the suckers, but they far few in between that you can catch of any size. I mean, I can go down here to Old Naughty Creek and get a bunch of them little old knotty heads, but to me, that's just a waste of time because that fish is probably not in my local waters that I fish. Not to say that you won't catch fish on bait that's not in that water. People catch fish on chicken. Go figure. Yeah, Brim, there's peeling drags in the house. I ain't seen you in a while either, my friend. Looking for a pig, looking for a hog. And skipjack is, to what I understand, is a great bait year-round because it is an oily fish. But it seems like a lot of people change over at a certain water temperature to shad. That ain't right, assassins. No, we don't have no. I mean, down in Lower South Carolina, I can find them fair amount, but nothing that I'm going to go tromping through the daggum creeks trying to catch. Been there, done that. Oh, it's fun. Oh, God, yeah, JP3. There's and chicken livers work good, and I believe they'll catch big fish. I just think you just can't get them to the big fish before the small fish gets to them. Oh, I hear you. We'll be looking for it, Kevin. Yeah, Chad, that's what I'm thinking, man, is that on a lot of places, wintertime, the shad bundle up so heavy, so thick that it's easy pickings. You know, them old catfish, they can lay there on the bottom and wait till that big old bait ball comes by, and then they can get them a couple mouthfuls and lay back down again. And I've got some baits that I have yet to catch a fish on. That is live baits that swim in the waters, and that's old warmouth and old bullhead catfish. And there's other places I know that's their favorite bait to use is the bullhead. So go figure. I haven't had any luck. I haven't had any luck with chicken. A lot of other people have. There's fishing in Freedom Outdoors with Big Mac. Who else is in here? 24 people. But guys, I ain't gonna keep y'all long tonight. I'm getting ready to go put my tail in the bed. I was under the hood of my truck all day. But I did want to touch base with you and inform y'all as to why you haven't seen me on the water in a while. Yeah, what I've heard, Lyle, bullhead is the bait of choice for flatheads. And they're a good, lively bait. The son of a guns bleed like crazy. So, and they're setting hooks and crossing eyes. And that's another thing, Chad, is that learning different migrations. There's Paul Frick. Different baits do move at certain times of the year, and they bundle up. And I think, especially blue, it ain't nothing for blue to swim for miles and miles chasing bait. So if you find out that the bait's moving north up the lake, I'm fishing north. When they're moving south, I move south. Now, is all the fish in that lake moving to the south? No, not all the fish move south. Not all the fish move north. I think you might have a better chance of finding a biting fish, a feeding fish, if you follow those patterns. I have a question. Local lake eye fish. Boys channel, do y'all think big channels are... I think that the channels, bigger channel cat will eat the bluegill, the shell crackers, and the little bullheads. Channel cat doesn't mean catfish. She's going to eat. Yeah, Lyle, I got a pond down here behind the house that's got some big old freaking warmouths. And they almost look like smallmouth bass. But they've got an odor to them. I don't know what that odor is. When you go to cut them or whatever, they got a smell to them. Now, they might make a great live bait, but I don't know. I put them out and caught fish on rods around them and never get touched. So, and I'll try them again because I can catch them out of the pond easy, but it's not one of my favorite baits. All right, Big Nasty. We got to wait till all the chiggers die out. You go down there right now, you'll get 100 chiggers on you. I don't like chiggers. Daggone right. That's a big warmouth. And that's a good fighting fish. And I wished it was a good bait because I'd like to get a lot more of them out of this pond. And they might still work great, under the right conditions. Maybe I had them under the wrong conditions. I don't know. That's chiggers don't like Bigfoot either. Yeah, chiggers. I don't like chiggers. But starting next week, we'll start having some more guests on. I've got a few more lined up. or getting them lined up that I think you're going to enjoy. I got a few requests of some people to bring them back on. Yeah. What's up, JBT? I thought I missed a question. But I mean, I probably think too much into a lot of this stuff. Main thing is just get out and fish. Have fun. If you feel like videoing it to share it with the rest of the world, we do appreciate it. But if you don't, hey, save it and share it with your grandbabies, with your kids. The guys, I'm gonna cut this in short here in just about 5 more minutes. I know it's a short show. Sorry about that. But I don't want to sit here and beat my head off the front of the screen, put y'all to sleep talking. We ain't got over 25 people tonight, so I'm boring. I'll let you go. Get you some rest. We'll holler at you on the water. God bless, and we'll see y'all next week. Good night.